Hello everyone. Well, I say everyone because I'm a born optimist. Welcome to a new venture. And the venture is called Just Grandad. It's called Just Grandad for obvious reasons. I'm a granddad, 7 times round, and I'm proud of every one of them. And it's just me. So therefore, Just Grandad. Well, it's actually not quite true because I have my technical advisor, my director, and my all-round cheerleader with me. It's my lovely granddaughter Sophie. And none of this would be happening if it wasn't for her. So thank you, Sophie. Let me give you a bit of a background to why this is happening. I was a teacher for 40 years. And during that time, I taught and encouraged lots of different types of poetry for the children. But my own personal favourite is very simple rhyming poetry. Even silly poetry. I mean, I love Spike Milligan's poems. And over the years, I've written dozens and dozens of poems, mainly to accompany birthday and Christmas gifts for the family. I'm afraid a lot of them over the years also have been filed under WPB, waste paper basket. But my interest was reignited when lockdown started, and the only thing we were really allowed to do was gardening. I do love gardening, but I didn't really get too enthusiastic about it until lockdown, because I never made time to do it. But I did a lot of gardening during lockdown. And one evening, when I was sitting outside with my can of Coke, admiring my handiwork, I was inspired to write a poem. And from then on, it sort of took over a bit. I've been very fortunate to have 6 of these published in the Daily Mail. Now you can decide whether that's an accolade or not. And the plan is to present a poem to you each week. Today's poem is the one that started it all. This was the poem I wrote when I was sitting in the garden, and it's simply called The Garden Poem. Now, there were 2 things to remember before you hear this. Number 1, at the time of lockdown, our Prime Minister was the one and only Boris Johnson. And the fact that he had told us not to go out, but if we had to go out, to make sure we social distance. So therefore, we're going to start off with The Garden Poem. Here we go. We've really tried to keep the rules and mostly not gone out. Just getting some essentials. One must eat, there is no doubt. We've mastered online shopping. We have vans here all the time. The weekly shop, some garden bits, some cartridges, they're mine. A feeder for the birds we have. The pigeons are a pest. But nutty, seedy, fatty things to satisfy the rest. We thought a garden centre visit would be very nice. We bought some plants and other things, but still observed advice. We kept our distance from the other customers, that's true, and stopped and waited, because we knew that was the thing to do. But on the journey home, we realised just how much we'd got. The car was full from floor to roof. We'd certainly brought a lot. So having spent some time unloading, then the fun began. We'd several hours ahead of us to work towards the plan. Then, after many hours of work, with earth as hard as rock, we stood admiring what we'd done. We almost had a shock. What previously was just a mess with weeds and nothing more, was now transformed to something like we've never had before. We're now seeing colour. We have reds and yellows too. We've golds and pinks and whites and greens and blues, to name a few. The Chelsea Flower Show, what's that? We have the Galley Garden. And if you don't agree with me, well, then I beg your pardon. A wishing well, a wheelbarrow, and pots all shapes and sizes, and hanging baskets by the score, all full of great surprises. The latest thing to add a touch of class and lots of fun is our new water feature, driven solely by the sun. We've shrubs and climbing plants, and also fruit trees, plum and pear. I'd love to tell you names of plants, but I don't really care as long as they're colourful and bright to catch the eye. I'm not concerned about the names. They all just pass me by. We've got a row of roses and a rockery to view. And lost 3 massive trees, so now the sun comes shining through. We have a family of gnomes who've had a relocation. They now live round the bird bath with their own illumination. And that's not all. I wish it was, I'm sure I hear you say. Because we have branched out more this year and spent a lovely day just planting veg, although we really didn't know what to do. We've cabbage, sprouts, broad beans and leeks, tomatoes, marrows too. with cucumbers, onions and courgettes. Do you like our style? This garden is the best we've had by many a country mile. So if you're passing, drop right in. Come and have a look. We'll social distance, naturally. We'll do it by the book. Just choose a day with lots of sun, and guided tours aren't dear. As you can sense, we're really proud of what we've done this year. So thank you, Boris. Lockdown's been quite useful, I suppose. So eat your heart out, Kew and Chelsea. We've got more than close. Thank you for listening. So if you've enjoyed it, please drop a like down below and subscribe so we can see more of these things each week. If you haven't enjoyed it, don't say a word to anyone. Thank you. Goodbye.